My sister barged into my home and told me to give her my daughter. I, female, adopted my niece from my sister female and brother-in-law male, almost years ago when my niece was. I did this because when I moved to their town 3.5 years ago with my now husband and then fiance, I noticed how neglectful they were to their daughter. All their attention went to the two golden boy twins, who were and still are spoiled, bratty, and rude. The twins were at the time. There were multiple instances where they didn't show up for her plays, chess competitions, and even to pick her up from school because they lost track of time with the twins. Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I started buying her school books, clothes, and even food sometimes. My niece is one of the brightest and kindest souls I've met, and she didn't deserve what her parents put her through. She's so smart and is on track to get into her dream college. This week my dad died and I saw my sister at the funeral. I asked where the twins were and her husband were. She said they didn't feel like going. She looked to ask me where her daughter was, and I told her that she hasn't been her daughter for years. My sister raised her voice and said she'll always be her mother and I'll always be her aunt. I told her that the judge didn't think so and she stormed off. Last night she randomly showed up at my house. My husband answered the door and she barged in, demanding I hand her daughter over. Her daughter was out caroling with her friends. She demanded to know her location, and to which I replied, that's none of your business. I explained to her that she gets to interact with my daughter when my daughter wants to, not when my sister chooses to have a fit when she practically gave her up to me because she felt my daughter was a burden. She got angry and called me an assortment of colorful words. My husband told her that she was not allowed in our home if she couldn't keep her tongue polite. She got angrier and said that we don't even deserve this house to call home. I was so angry, I worked my butt off for this house. I snapped and told her that she didn't deserve my niece 16 years ago and doesn't deserve her now. She left my house and in the family group chat with me, my mom, my uncle, and my brother, and wrote a paragraph about how I manipulated her daughter and that I'm a terrible person and how she'll be taking me to court. My family reached out privately to me and reassured me that they know the truth and will not support her. My mom's going to talk some sense into her too.